I tell you what, since Antony's put on a Real Betis shirt, he looks more like I Am Robin than he does the Antony we saw at United. And I largely think that's down to the fresh start he's had in Spain. He's playing under a coach which perfectly suits his style of play, and he's just away from the scrutiny and the pressure of the media and what comes with playing for Man United. And to put things into perspective, he's already notched up a remarkable 3 goals and 1 assist in just 4 appearances for Real Betis.
Yeah, that is very good.
And when you compare that to the first 6 months of the season, which he spent at Man United, he registered a measly 1 goal and 0 assist in 14 league appearances.
A huge contrast there.
He is starting to become a key man again for his side, like he displayed at Ajax and like went missing at Man United. But from a tactical standpoint, how has Real Betis been able to get the best out of Antony?
Well, I'd say I think they provided more of a tactical setup that suits your strengths perfectly, and that's by utilising more in an attacking system that's more fluid, with overlapping fullbacks as well, and that's also why he's been able to have more space and time to exploit defences, and the Spanish side are fantastic at creating chances, hence why Antony has been able to flourish under manager Manuel Pellegrini.
I completely agree with you, because when you look at his role under Amorim, it was almost sort of as playing a wide 10, and he's not really suited to that. Yes, he can create chances, but he's not proficient in that department. He's much better in that sort of right half space, in the right channel, making penetrating runs in behind and getting inside on that left foot. And on top of that, Pellegrini's emphasis upon quick transitions allows Antony to be devastating on the break, isolate his defender, and utilise that pace, that dynamism, that flair and skill that he has to beat his man and get a shot off.
Yeah, exactly. It's in these moments where we saw the best of Antony at Ajax, and we're already seeing it again at Betis. And this is shown in his fantastic goal against Ghent in the Conference League, where Betis right-back Sabali took the opposing wing-back Orejo out of the game with an overlapping run, while Antony swiveled onto a receiving pass, and with his newfound confidence, he hit a wonderful strike from range, leaving the goalkeeper no chance.
But I think amongst all this, huge credit has to be given to Pellegrini, because he's given Antony this new lease in life, this new surge in confidence. And as we know, in football, confidence is probably the most important asset. Take Jacob Murphy from Newcastle. A good player, by no means a bad player, but
pretty average.
Yeah, pretty average to say the least. But at the moment, he's performing at a really, really high level. Not a world-class level, but a very good level for Newcastle. And why is that? Confidence. You can see when he plays, confidence is flooding through his veins. I know that may sound cringy, but it's true. Another example is maybe Chris Wood. I know he does suit Forest's system, but he's performing well above his expectations at the moment. And a lot of that is down to confidence. It is a massive asset in football, and Pellegrini has got the best out of Antony by, playing him in the right wing position, giving him sufficient game time, and just giving him that license to go and show what he is capable of.
But not only is he scoring consistently, the goals he's scoring are absolutely unbelievable. I mean, you can take the game on Sunday, for example, against Real Sociedad, where he hit it perfectly on the volley, and also the game that I would previously mention in the Conference League against Ghent. That was also a fantastic finish from range in the bottom left, and this is something we didn't really see much at United, but we've seen much more on a regular basis at Real Betis.
But like we keep alluding to, at Ajax, this was, sort of occurring every week.
Go
look at his Ajax goal catalogue, or go just look at his performances at Ajax. He looks like a really, really good player. So you can't really blame United as to why they spent so much on him, because nobody thought he'd flop this bad. But yeah, we are seeing shadows of that Ajax form at Betis currently. Although I think it's worth a mention that when you watch Real Betis at the moment and you're watching Antony operate on that right hand side, he is demanding the ball far more frequently than he did at United. At United, he was very reluctant to say, give me the ball, because he didn't believe that he could affect play. Whereas at Betis, it's the polar opposite. And to put it into perspective, he's creating 2.31 chances per 90.
That's impressive.
And I know we said Antony isn't a proficient chance creator, and he's not. His best asset is, dribbling, beating a man, getting on that left foot and putting the ball in the top corner. But he is showing that he does have other assets and other strings to his bow at Betis at the moment, and he is becoming the main man for their side, a man who can do it all and win games on his own. And that will be key to where they finish this season.
Exactly, the Brazilian's resurgence has allowed Betis to make a push for Europe, sitting just 3 points off of the top 6.
Remarkable.
So they're certainly eyeing those Europa League spots, aren't they?
100%, and it will be hoping to keep him, beyond this season and into the next campaign.
Certainly.
But it does seem unlikely, because for one, he's on 120 grand a week.
A lot.
Are they going to pay anywhere near that for his wages?
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely not. And second of all, there's no buyout clause in the contract. So as it stands, he will return to United at the end of the campaign. But apparently his agent has insisted that he hopes to prove Amorim wrong.
Oh, interesting.
I think he's sort of hoping that, if I play well at Betis and show that I can operate at a high level, then maybe you'll give me another chance. So that's something to take note. And also apparently Bayern Munich are monitoring the situation as well. So maybe we may not see Antony at Betis or United come the summer.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think the most unlikely outcome is probably him staying at Betis for the reasons you already mentioned, but also the fact that Betis might not even be in Europa League. They might be in a Conference League or not even Europe at all, and that is certainly a reason for Antony not to stay there, especially if he's performing like this and he's got clubs like Bayern or United wanting him back.
And I think people forget that he's only 24 years old. I know he's going to be 25 soon, but he's still a young player. He's still got his prime ahead of him. He's not some 28, 29-year-old who's, thinking, how long have I got left? So these next few years for Antony will be absolutely key as to whether or not he succeeds as a player and wins some silverware.
For sure.